Hi everybody, today we're going to be talking about two-step equations with decimals this time. And remember, this is a one-page reference sheet for you. You can come back and you can take a look at the video and remind yourself how to solve some of these decimal problems. Or if you follow the video and just listen and understand it, this will help you to remember some of the key steps when working with decimals and two-step equations. So let's get started. It says 0.3x minus 2.16 equals 9.9. Now you're going to start this the same exact way you would start a two-step equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and draw my ladder here. Now you're going to notice in the second section down here, the second rectangle, that we already have a plus 2.16. Well, let's just remind ourselves why I can go ahead and do that. And that is because I go to the constant in my problem. Remember, the constant is the number on the same side as the variable, but it doesn't have the variable. And I need to zero it out because I want to get x by itself. So the opposite of subtracting 2.16 is adding 2.16, which is written down here. And anything I do to one side, I do to the other. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to continue this ladder down here. So that is why I'm adding 2.16 on both sides, because I'm trying to zero it out on the left side. The important thing here is this though. When you are working with decimals, you need to line up your decimal points. So this 9 will line up with this 2. Well, before I even start on that, let me just say this. A negative 2.16 and a positive 2.16 zero out. And that's exactly what I want to do on that side, which is why down here in the yellow box, I only have 0.3x on the left side. On the right side, since I'm adding 2.16, notice there's two places beyond that decimal point. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add a 0 here because that'll give me two places beyond the decimal point up here. And I need to make sure that my digits are lined up when working with decimals, when I'm adding and subtracting. So then I'm going to just go ahead and add down. 0 plus 6 is 6. 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to carry the 1. Bring down my decimal point, don't forget to do that. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 1 more is 12. So that's how I get that 12.06 on this side. Now I know that 0.3x equals 12.06. 0.3x, I'm going to change the color of my marker, and the x are attached by multiplication. In order to undo multiplication, I'm going to use this division, which is why I'm showing it here. And I have to divide by the coefficient, or the 0.3x, because I want these two to zero out, but I don't like to say that because anything divided by itself is a fancy form of 1, which is what I do want, 1x. And that's what it leaves me with here by dividing it by itself. And notice it's written down here as well. But anything I do to one side, I do to the other. Well, here you go. I'm dividing decimals. So I'm going to show you how to do that on the side. You can use your calculator. Remember, I'm doing this exactly how it tells me, right? 12.06 divided by 0.3. Remember, you're going to move the decimal point over 1. So I move the decimal point over 1 and I put it up here on the top. Next thing I do is I ask, 3 goes into 12 how many times? Well, it goes in there 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. I bring down the 0. I bring down this next 0. And 3 goes into 0 0 times. So right now I have 40. Remember, though, I have to now bring down this 6. So 3 goes into 6 2 times. And remember that 6 is now after the decimal point. So the 2 also has to be after the decimal point. So that's why my answer is 40.2, which you will see down here. So hopefully this will help you with the next problem. Good luck. Remember, if you need to look back, you're always welcome to. See ya.